Hello, good morning. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Here we have today a Mazda MX-30. This is our all-electric vehicle. This car was registered in July 2021, so coming up to its second year's birthday. This car's done about 6,000 miles. It was one of the first edition cars, which were a limited edition. It has a few extra bits and pieces over and above the standard SEL spec, but bear in mind the Mazda spec is very, very generous to start off with. This had a few other little bits and pieces like an electric seat, memory seat, rimless mirrors, reverse camera, so a few other bits and pieces. Now, we actually sold the car new to a very nice gentleman, a dentist. He bought two cars and ran them through his business. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was, it was quite tax efficient, I think, to run electric vehicles through businesses. It's some kind of relief. And of course, at the time that this car was purchased, there was all the government incentives, which have now been sort of stripped away. But the great thing is, so this represents really good value for money, because if you were to buy one new now, because the government incentives are no longer in place, it's not quite as beneficial. So this has done about 6,000 miles. It's in lovely condition. We're giving it a quick clean, but it will require a valet, which shall be done. Obviously, we'll do the second year service prior to the new owner taking delivery of the vehicle. Now, I'm going to be impartial here. I hadn't actually driven any other electric cars bar the MX-30. Okay, so the MX-30 was the first electric car I had driven. I actually really like the way it drives, and I don't think you'll find many people saying it doesn't drive well. It drives very, very well. Okay, and the build quality is really good. Now, subsequently, we've sold one of these to a gentleman that had one of those Corsas. It actually came to us with about 600 or 700 miles. I don't think he was very happy. This was light years ahead. And funnily enough, we've had two customers with Teslas and the dual motor, Tesla 3S, which was just the most ridiculously quick car I've ever been in my life. It actually made me feel physically sick. So they're the only other cars, and I must say this is built better. Now, put the performance aside of the Tesla, and I think it's too quick. I mean, 60 in something ridiculous like 3 seconds. That Mazda actually detuned this car to, so it's more sort of drivable, because electric cars can be sort of instant power. Now, and also what I must share with you is what they claim this car does in terms of range. There was a survey done, and this is the most realistic, and you will get sort of 120, 125 miles to a charge, whereas this is what I've been told by the people that own the Tesla, the Corsa, etc. You won't get anything near what they claim, which surprised me, because I thought the Teslas were very, very good. But funnily enough, one of the gentlemen who part exchanged the Tesla actually bought our new Mazda CX-60 diesel, which is, I think, the most efficient, cleanest diesel on the market now. So it's funny how things sort of change. But this is presented in ceramic. Okay, it's got the privacy glass. I think actually this sort of brushed aluminium garnish might have been one of the things on this first edition. You've got reverse camera, reverse sensors. You've got a very good size boot. Yeah, that's the charging cable for the 13 amp plug, and then there's the one for the sort of regular chargers. Unlike Teslas, you can charge these everywhere, I think, and because it was always designed to have a smaller range, the batteries obviously charge up quicker. A lot of people say, the Mazda car, it's only got 125 miles range. Well, it wasn't that they couldn't make a car like that. They wanted to make a car that was affordable and didn't go against the whole sort of environmental ethos. For example, all these materials, are from recycled materials to make this car. The cork is also you know, a natural material. Mazda's original factory actually made cork, so that's sort of, I don't know, like a tribute, I suppose. These seats are heated, but the reason, as I say, the range is smaller because the battery is the thing that costs a lot of money, and the battery is the thing that that's more harmful to the environment, both to make and both to dispose of. So they wanted to make kind of like a city car, even though this is very capable on the motorway, but really I would say this is more of a city dweller's car. Now these have got these I think on the RX-8 we were told to call them freestyle doors. I know in the UK there was an old saying, suicide doors, because the black cabs had them and they opened up the other way. They got a bit of a reputation, I think. But look, you can open these up to gain access to the rear. Now, the previous owner actually, because I just put these caps back in, it's got ISOFIX on the two outer rear seats. They actually were using this with a baby seat, and I'm, to be nice to myself, quite a broad chap, and yeah, I'd be able to get my 4-year-old in and out of a child seat. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, it's not for, to be honest, I wouldn't want to sit in there as an adult, not for a long period of time, but I say it's not really designed for that. Okay, but the quality, I mean, look at this. I was actually very disappointed, and you can check out my Tesla video. We actually sold it, but I had heard that the build quality wasn't that great, and I must say it feels like it was a car not made by a car manufacturer, if that makes any sense. All down here you got your two USBs, 12-volt socket there. There's no curbs on the wheels. You've got front parking sensors as well. You've got a radar, so an adaptive cruise control. You've got these black mirror caps. I think that was a part of the first edition. That's all good stuff. I would love one of these for my daily commute, which pretty much is work and back. This would do the job perfectly for me. Oh, it's telling me I've got my headlights on. Right. So you've got these two lovely keys. I do like these, because if you break a bit, you can buy the separate parts of the key. Unlike the old keys, we had to get the complete key. So, foot on the brake. The car, I say, fires into life. You don't really hear anything. But this counter here, which would traditionally be a rev counter, will sort of indicate that the car is switched on. I've got a warning here for low tyre pressures, so I'll have to get that looked at. There's the mileage there, 6,705 miles. Okay, now the gentleman actually had 2 cars off us, so I think this is pretty much surplus to requirement now. Automatic lights, automatic lights which are adaptive with high beam control, automatic wipers, radar cruise control, trip computer here. Now the car is governed to, I think, about 85 or 90 miles an hour. Yeah, because of course we don't need to go any quicker than that. So you've only got 100 on the dial. It will get there very, very quickly. But yeah, I think after that, I think electric cars, when they're running at high speed, that's when they're least efficient, because you haven't got the slowing down, which will the regenerative braking. You've got rake and reach adjustment on the steering column. Oh yeah, talking about regenerative braking, so you've got these paddles here, yeah, so you can cruise along and basically not use your foot brake. I did a video on YouTube on our website, and so if you use these paddles, it will sort of take you down a gear, like sort of engine braking, but that will actually charge your battery, so this needle will go down. So when you're driving around town where you're slowing down for traffic lights, you're in traffic, believe it or not, it will actually, the range tends to last longer, because any energy that you would normally be lost in slowing down or braking goes into charging the battery. So I think very, very clever. Right, moving on. Now you've got heated seats. Heated seats, yes, heated seats. Where's the heated seats? Should have rehearsed this. Right, so on. Yeah, there we are. So you've got 3-stage heated seats there. Okay, all your climate control. Now, something I discovered. So if I look at this, you got the range there, yeah, 52. So if I turn this on, it goes down to 45, yeah. Now if I turn off the heating but turn on the heated seat, it still stays at 52 because the heated seats run off a different battery. Yeah, there's 2 batteries. Runs off a different battery. So once your cabin's warmed up, right? Because having dry air in the cabin isn't very good for you anyway. You can turn off the climate control and have the heated seats, and it won't impede on your range. So yeah, a little clever thing that somebody showed me. You've got the Bluetooth. You've got smartphone connectivity, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, so all great stuff. Sat nav, yeah. DAB radio, USB for audio and video. I've never tried video. Let's try that one day. Of course, when I'm stationary. Yeah, all good stuff. And then safety features galore. So you've got in-vehicle displays. So you've got this heads-up display. You can adjust that there. Driver assistance system, safety alerts, active safety, collision avoidance, and it goes on and on and on. Okay, we could literally be here all day going through this. Let me show you this as well. So we supplied the car in July 2021, 8 miles, and it was serviced. Look, so it's only done about 2,000 miles in the last year. July 2022 at 4,025 miles. So a real bargain, to be honest, a real value for money. Got the black headlining as well, the rimless mirror. I think that was a first edition spec. Yeah, so I say these cars, and I really do mean this, you need to drive one of these and see how they drive and feel the quality of these cars. I haven't driven an all-electric vehicle, yeah, that's been put together like this has, and they've been a lot more money. Okay, but come and see for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Right, so we're a Mazda dealer, so this will come with a Mazda warranty. In fact, we've still got 2021, we've still got warranty till July 2024, manufacturer's warranty with roadside assistance. Okay, so you still have that anyhow. And we've got the most fantastic part exchange facilities. Even if you don't have a Mazda or a Suzuki, which are the 2 franchises we hold under TW White & Sons, we greatly welcome your part exchange. Oh, here comes my postman. Yeah, so you'll get the best deal with a part exchange. Just get in touch. Let's see what we can do. But please do punch your reg number in and do all those things that you're highly encouraged to do these days. But you'll get the best deal with a part exchange. Okay, we've got great finance facilities, warranty extension facilities, delivery facilities. I can send you more photos, videos of the vehicle, and whatever you require. And should you be looking at stuff outside our regular business hours, don't let that put you off from inquiring. Just pick up the phone, leave a voicemail. Voicemails get pinged over, we will return the call. Alternatively, drop us an email. Okay. If you've dealt with us before, thanks for looking again. If you haven't, then please do check out our Google reviews. In fact, if you've dealt with us before, do check out our Google reviews, and please do leave a review once you know you've dealt with us and you're happy, hopefully. But it'll give you a good idea of who you're doing business with. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. I came in early today to do this video, so I wasn't distracted, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.